Hello, welcome to Ian's Bricks. So I did actually record, or thought I'd recorded, my intro to my latest Lego haul, but I kind of messed up with the buttons and things like that, so it kind of didn't work. But what I said at the start of the haul was that I had about 9 different boxes. They were mainly from Amazon. I'd got a few sets from Amazon in Spain, and the rest was from Amazon in the UK. And I wanted to start off with the large box, which I actually got from Argos. So back to Ian in the past, and here is the start of the Lego haul itself. So luckily for me, the box from Argos is actually in a ready-to-ship box. They have been into this because what they do, of course, is they put the wonderful Argos stickers on there. So that's hopefully all that they've done, and that the box inside is still in good condition. I haven't opened this up to now, so fingers crossed it's in good condition. Let's get this open, and right, hopefully you can see what that is. And the box looks in very good condition, and this is a set I've been after for quite a while. I've been waiting for a decent discount, and this is it. It's the Tudor Corner. This is the modular building that they released at the start of this year. Set number is 10350. I've not bought many modular buildings for myself to build for quite a while. I think the last one was the Boutique Hotel. Didn't bother with the Jazz Club to build that. Haven't got the museum yet either, although I may still get that one. But this is something that everyone that builds it says it's a really good build. That's what it looks like with some of the other modular buildings as well. Now, this is normally £200, which is quite a lot of money, but I think it's probably almost about worth that. However, Argos, and I think they've still got the deal on at the moment, so if you're after this set, now is a good time to get it. But Argos have got this on reduced by 25%, so it's £150. That was almost enough in itself for me to want to buy that. It's probably not going to go for much less than that. It may do, but I thought that was certainly low enough. But I did use my perks at work as well. So I have this thing at work. If I buy gift cards for certain companies, you get a percentage of that back, and then you can cash that money in on a later purchase. So I had £5 worth. It's not much, but it just meant that my buy-in price for this was £145. But on top of that, there was also a Quidco offer. You had to spend over a certain amount of money. I think it was spend over £100 and you get a £20 voucher back. Now, I don't know whether or not I'm going to get that voucher, because that voucher was limited to a certain amount of people, and I did place my order towards the end of the day. So I might not get that, but if I do, that's another £20. They normally take about 3 or 4 months to come through, on top of the normal cashback that you get with Quidco as well, which I think wasn't very good for this particular set, but definitely worth getting it. Now, I will be building this at some stage. I don't know when, but that's just a little treat for myself. Whenever I get a spare day or two or evening to myself, I'm going to really look forward to building that set. So that is the set that I'm going to build. The rest of the sets are all investment sets. So let's get into the first big box from Amazon. Into the first Amazon box set. Now, I've got no idea, because I've got a few boxes from Amazon, I've got no idea which are the Amazon Spain ones and which are the Amazon UK ones, because I kind of mix them all up. So I think as we go through, I'll try and figure out whether it's Amazon UK or Amazon Spain. I think, having seen the first set in the top of this box, this is Amazon UK. So what did I get? This is the first set. And this is a set that is retiring at the end of this year. It's the Mandrake from Harry Potter, set number 76433. I actually quite like this set, and I bought one of these ages ago to build, and I never got round to it. But I love the way that you can pull the Mandrake out of the plant pot. Just something a bit different from Lego Harry Potter, because a lot of the Harry Potter sets are sort of buildings and tie-ins to the films and things like that. But I think this is one of the better sets that they've done, and it is retiring this year. So this is normally £60, which I think is too much for this. I think £60 for this set, it's not really worth that. It has been on Amazon reduced a lot. So I know earlier this year, I think I picked up the one I was going to build, for £30, which was a very good price, and I think I've seen them most of the year for 42, 45, that kind of price. So they have been regularly discounted, but I was kind of looking for a better discount And for whatever reason, earlier this month, Amazon had these on, and it was literally for about an hour. Somebody mentioned it on one of the Discord groups I'm on, and it was kind of like the set's on sale, and it was £26, £60 down to 26. That, I mean, more than 50% discount. Absolutely brilliant. You were limited to 3 of these, so that's the only number that you could get. So that's what I bought. I did buy 3 of these. The rest of them are in the box, but before I get to that, I need to show you the other set that I got as part of this same order. And I also got 3 of these as well. And this is the No Limits race car ramp. Another set that is retiring at the end of this year. Now, what I like about this is the one with the soapbox cars. There are some two little smaller city packs as well, which are also retiring this year. I've got a few of those already, but I've been waiting for these to be reduced because this is normally £45, which I think is just too much for this. Now, regularly on Amazon, again, these have been around about £32 to £35. Again, I was thinking maybe just a little bit too high for these sets. I'll show you the back of the set as well. You sort of get the ramp and the cars as well. But again, at the same time that the Mandrake was reduced, this was reduced from £45 down to £20. So again, I think £20 for this, more than 50% off. You had a maximum of 3 that you could order, but I do like this. And there's a whole sort of thing about soapbox cars. I know at the Bricktastic show in Manchester, they had a whole sort of stand. There's some guys that sort of do soapbox car racing. So it is a thing that's likely to possibly continue. So I just thought it was a good opportunity for a sort of a theme that I really like, and I still think Lego should continue and do more of these. I love the hot dog. That's great. We've got the toilet car as well, which looks fantastic. He's got a plunger there, look, for his little waving his plunger around. I just love how it looks, and I just think it's something a bit different. But for £20, I thought that was a really, really good price. So that box looks in pretty good condition. Let's have a look at some of the rest of the sets boxes that are in here. So we've got another Mandrake here. Generally not too bad. We've got a little bit of a kink in the bottom corner there, but that's neither here nor there. So that's the other Mandrake there. We've also got the third Mandrake here. That box looks all okay. And we have 2 more of the soapbox rally cars as well. That one looks very, very good. That's number 2. And that is box number 3. So yeah, apart from that little dink on that one box, the rest of them look okay. So off to a good start. We've got another box here. Let's get into this one and see what we have. Okay, so this is another of my Amazon UK sets or orders that I had. And I've got myself 3 of these. These are Speed Champion sets. Lamborghini Lambo. This is sort of a concept car rather than a real car. Interesting sort of choice really from Lego. How popular this will be after it retires, I've got no idea. But these are normally £21, £20.99 here in the UK, and this was reduced. And it was down to £12.99, but if you ordered 4 of anything, you got another 5% off. So it meant that my buying price for this was £12.34. So this is normally £21, so not bad at all. Not quite half price, but nearly there. So I've got 3 of those sets there. That's number 1, number 2. And number 3, they're all in very, very good condition, so that's good. So I did need to order a 4th thing to get that special extra 5% off. And at the time when I ordered, there wasn't really a lot of choice of things to get. So I got something that's probably not really worth an awful lot, but I managed to get my extra 5% off by getting this set as well. It's just a little city sports car. Again, it is retiring this year, so it is one that's going. 60448 is the set number for this one. And this is normally £9, £8.99. Amazon had it for £6.54 minus 5%. That made it £6.20. So £6.20 for a tiny little car. It's quite a nice little thing, but nothing too special. But it was just worth sort of getting that, so I could get my extra 5% on those other sets. Let's have a look next at this box here. Now, I think from memory, this might be one of the Amazon orders. And the reason I think it's from Amazon Spain is it's kind of a little bit loose when it came, so I kind of looked in the box. So I do know what is in this one. There's a little bit of box damage on this one. I haven't looked at the whole thing, but let me show you the set that I got. and show you what the damage looks like. Actually, it's not too bad. It's all on the front of the box, which is slightly annoying. But it's this set here, and it is the Disney Tribute Camera, set number 43230 is the set number. 43230 is the set number. There we go. Got the set number there. Very, very nice looking set there. So we've got a little bit of a squish on the back of the box there as well. But yeah, you've got this great big line down the front. Look, very slightly disappointing, but then it did come all the way from Spain. But and that's always the problem. It puts me off sometimes ordering bulk amounts from, certainly from Spain or Germany or France. They have some great deals sometimes on there that you can utilise and get in the UK. But I always worry about ordering a lot of stuff and how the sets are going to come. So I know some people didn't get very, very lucky. A lot of their sets were damaged. Some people, the sets were okay. But this was at a very, very good price. So this is normally £90 here in the UK, and this was showing on Amazon Spain at €59.50, which basically meant by the time I'd paid for it, because you do have to pay a little bit of post and packing if you buy from outside of the UK, and it came out at £52.35 for a £90 set. That is a very good price. Even with a bit of box damage, that's definitely still worth it. Interestingly, this set is now completely out of stock on lego.com, and I don't think you can get hold of it on Amazon either in the UK or possibly outside, but I might be wrong. But certainly very, very difficult to get hold of now. Best thing about this set, and I mentioned this before when I bought this, you get the Bambi and the Dumbo figures and the Walt Disney figure there as well. So very nice to get another one of those. That was sort of a bit of a panic buy really, because I knew it was retiring, I knew it was starting to go out of stock in a lot of places. So I saw it advertised. I did only get the one, but I just thought it was definitely worth it. So we have another set here in a similar sized box. Now this is a bit heavier, so I have an idea what this actually might be in here. So let's get into it and find out. This is another one of my UK Amazon orders, and a set that I've never actually bought before. And it is this set here, the Creator 3-in-1 pirate ship. This is set number 31109. As well as the pirate ship, you will get instructions to build this sort of weird building here, and also this sort of skull island thing down here. But the ship, of course, is the main thing. That's what it looks like on the back of the box. I think the interesting thing about this pirate ship, it does have Lego built sails. Normally with pirate ships you will get a cloth or a plastic sail, something like that, but they've got actual Lego built sails. This is a set that's been out for a while. It's been heavily discounted at certain parts of its life as well. I'm sure at some stage people were picking these up maybe for £60. I didn't bother back then because it wasn't retiring, and ever since it's sort of been retiring for this year, they've never had great deals on it. However, they did have a day where it was reduced. So this is normally £115, 115 in the UK, and it was reduced to £79.99, so £80. So certainly not the lowest it's ever been in its life, but I think £80 for this set. Towards the end of its life, it's retiring soon. Box condition, very, very good, so very impressed with that. Yeah, just a set that I don't have. I just thought it's an opportunity to pick up at least one of these. Who knows how it's going to perform in the future, but yeah, quite a nice set to get. Glad I managed to get myself one of those. Right, let's get into some more Amazon boxes next. I've got some smaller boxes just down here. And interestingly here, this is from Amazon, but it's actually in a Lego ready-to-ship box. So I'd actually think this is another one of my Amazon Spain orders. This is the final one of my Spanish orders. So let's have a look inside and see what we get. Right, we have this set here. It's the Vespa, and I have to say, box condition looks pretty good. The Lego boxes are fairly strong, so I'm pleased it was delivered in one of those. So yeah, the Vespa is set number 10298. It's a set that's retiring again this year. I think this is normally £90 here in the UK. I've been picking these up on Amazon in the UK for 60, 65 sometimes, but Amazon Spain had these on at €57, and by the time I'd paid for it, it came out at £50 and 75 pence. So yeah, definitely worth getting one of these. I thought it was a good opportunity. Again, I didn't want to order too many because I'm always scared about ordering things when they come in big boxes, and the big boxes take a bit of a battering. Smaller boxes tend to hold up a little bit better, but yeah, very, very nice to get another one of those. I have actually built this set myself, and it is a very, very nice set indeed. So, and also just to mention, this is now showing as out of stock on the Lego.com website as well. As of a lot of these sets, actually, I think I've not even mentioned before that the pirate ship I showed you earlier, that's out of stock on Lego.com. The little red car, the sports car, that's out of stock. Disney camera out of stock, and those ramps as well. The soapbox ramps, they're now classed. That's temporarily out of stock on Lego.com. So yeah, all of these sets are starting to disappear from stores. So let's get that box out of the way. We've got 3 more boxes to get into. First one here, which is actually the smallest of all the boxes. I've got no idea what is in this set. Okay. So this is actually something from Amazon in the UK, and I'd actually forgotten about this. It's not actually on my list. I've got a list here of all the sets that I've got, and this isn't on it, but I do remember what I paid for these. It's the New York City architecture sets. Now, these have been on shelves for a very, very long time. They're normally £45. I think Amazon had them on at 36. Again, I've been wanting for these to be reduced a bit further, and they just haven't been this year. I know prior to 2 or 3 years ago, you could probably pick these up for about £25, but they've just never ever been that low since. But this is now retiring this year, and I think the New York one will do okay. New York is just so iconic that I think, regardless of how many have been sold in the past and how long this has been on shelves, I think this potentially could do okay. So I got 2 of these, and they were at £36 each. So not the greatest discount, but still a discount nonetheless. Both the boxes seem to be relatively good. Yeah, and I don't think I've got many of those. I may have picked up 1 or 2 of those a few years ago, and because I think they were on a retirement list and they got taken off. So it's annoying when that happens, but it does happen. But yes, just pleased to get a couple more really and see how they do long term. So we've got the next box that I'm already getting into. Let's have a look and see what we have. And we have another set from, well, I say another set from Star Wars. I haven't had a Star Wars set from in this particular haul yet, but we've got the Darth Vader helmet, and it's in very good condition. This is normally a set that you can buy at a discounted rate. It's been discounted a lot, and it's normally £90. No, it's not. It's not. Normally £70 in the UK, £69.99. I actually picked up this one for $48.99 even, if I get the right price. $48.99 for Darth Vader's helmet. Again, this is a set that's been out for a very, very long time. It's been discounted a lot as well. But again, it's Darth Vader. It's such an iconic thing that I just think long term this could do very, very well. I might be holding on to them for a couple of years before I decide taking them to shows and things. But certainly something I think that was worth getting at that price. Anything under £50, I kind of almost have to hit the take and yes please box and get myself one of those ordered. So another one of those ordered there. Let me just pop that there, and we have one final box to get into from Amazon, and that is this one here. It's actually quite a heavy box, so oh yes, of course, I should remember this. But we've got some more of these, and these were from Amazon in the UK this time. So I've got 3 more of the ramps. A little bit of a concave thing to the box there, but these were a very, very good price. These were all at the same time as the Mandrake, and they were £45 down to £20. Or was these the Spanish ones? I wonder if these are Spanish ones. Oh, I can't remember. If they were the Spanish ones, then they were €24.26 each, and you could buy 3. So my total order was like €72, which worked out at £66. So these were actually £22 each. Yeah. So the 3 that I got from the UK were £20 each. The 3 that I got from Amazon Spain were £22 each, so a little bit more, but I got the Spanish ones first, so I just probably assume these are probably from the Amazon Spain, just because of a slight bit of box damage. And of course, oh yes, of course, the other ones, the Mandrakes and the Mandrakes and these came in the same box, didn't they? So yes, these are definitely the Spanish ones. Yeah, we've got 3 of those there. So yeah, I'd not got any of these prior to this, and suddenly I've now got 6 of those all together. So that is pretty much everything from this haul. Let me just rearrange everything behind me. there we have it. That's everything from this haul. Not the biggest haul I've ever done in my life, I have to say, but I wanted to get these sets out of the way because I've ordered a load of stuff from Lego.com recently. That's started arriving today, so I kind of wanted to get all of the Amazon stuff and all of the bargains and discounts out of the way before I get into all the Lego stuff at a later haul. But I'm pretty pleased with everything I've got here. Again, I've got some sets that I haven't really been picking many up of recently. Things like the ramps. I managed to get 6 of those. 3 of the mandrakes at very, very good prices. I had, I think, 1 or 2 prior to now. A couple of New Yorks I've not bought for ages, the New Yorks. And I've also, of course, got the Tudor corner, and that will be for me to build at some stage, probably over the Christmas period, if I'm honest. I'm probably not going to get around to it anytime soon, but I'm going to look forward to building that when I get round to it. But yeah, some very, very good deals around. We're obviously a week away, well, a few days away really now from Black Friday, and that's when you tend to find that most of the really good deals start to disappear. A lot of the sets, as I've mentioned already, are already going out of stock on Lego.com. A lot of them are getting more and more difficult to get hold of, even on places like Amazon. So if you are after some sets that are retiring at the end of the year, then now would be a very, very good time to try and pick some up, because if you leave it too late, you might be disappointed. But that is pretty much it for now. I do hope you enjoyed this Lego haul. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, it would be very, very much appreciated. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care and see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.